Ethan Carter wasn't a criminal. He was one of New York's most respected cybersecurity experts, living a quiet life with his wife Ava. But one cold winter morning, everything changed. Federal agents kicked down his front door. Hands where I can see them. Ethan stood frozen. Someone had stolen millions of dollars from the government. And every piece of digital evidence pointed to him. His bank accounts. His fingerprints. His computer. Even security footage showed his face. It was impossible. Someone had stolen his identity perfectly. In court, nobody believed his innocence. Even Ava looked at him with tears in her eyes. "I don't know who you are anymore." Those words shattered him more than the prison sentence. 20 years. As the prison gates closed behind him, a mysterious old inmate whispered, "You weren't their target, you were their sacrifice." Ethan looked up. For the first time, he realized this wasn't a mistake. It was a carefully planned betrayal. And somewhere outside, the real enemy was still smiling. 5 years passed. Prison didn't break Ethan. It transformed him. Every day, he trained his body. Every night, he studied everything he could: law, psychology, hacking, and human behavior. The old inmate who had warned him wasn't an ordinary prisoner. His name was Victor. No one knew why he was locked up. But every guard feared him. One night, Victor handed Ethan a tiny piece of paper. On it were only 2 words. Black Raven. "Find Black Raven," Victor whispered. "They're the people who destroyed your life." Before Ethan could ask another question, Victor was found dead the next morning. The prison called it suicide. Ethan knew it was murder. Years later, new evidence proved Ethan had been framed. His conviction was overturned. He walked out of prison with nothing. No family. No home. No future. But he carried one thing with him: a burning desire for revenge. That night he secretly hacked into an encrypted server. Within minutes, a hidden file appeared. Inside it was a photo. Ethan's hands started shaking. The man standing beside the leader of Black Raven was his own younger brother. The one person he had trusted more than anyone. Rain poured over New York as Ethan stared at the photo. His younger brother. Ryan. The same brother who had cried at his trial. The same brother who promised, "I'll prove you're innocent." It had all been a lie. Ethan refused to believe it. He broke into Ryan's luxury penthouse in the middle of the night. Inside, everything looked perfect. Until he found a hidden room behind a bookshelf. Walls covered with photos. Secret bank accounts. Government officials. Business leaders. And in the center, a picture of Ethan with one word written across it. Fall guy. Ethan's heart stopped. He had never been the real target. He had been chosen years before the crime even happened. Suddenly, a slow clap echoed through the room. Ryan stepped out of the shadows. He smiled. "Welcome home, brother." Ethan clenched his fists. "Why?" Ryan looked him straight in the eyes. "Because Dad only had one son he was proud of, and it was never me." Before Ethan could react, a laser sight appeared on Ryan's chest. Then another. And another. Someone else had entered the building. A voice echoed through the darkness. "Both of you know too much." A gunshot shattered the silence. The gunshot echoed through the penthouse. Ryan fell to the floor. Blood spread across his white shirt. Ethan grabbed him and dragged him behind a concrete wall as bullets ripped through the room. 3 masked assassins stormed inside. They weren't there to arrest anyone. They were there to erase every witness. Ryan struggled to breathe. With trembling hands, he pulled a small black flash drive from his pocket. "Two never wanted this," he whispered. "They forced me. If I refused, they would have killed our mother." Ethan's anger turned into confusion. Who's behind Black Raven? Ryan looked straight into his brother's eyes. The leader isn't a businessman. He runs the entire operation from inside the government. Before Ryan could say the name, A sniper's bullet shattered the window. Ryan was hit again. His final words barely escaped his lips. Trust no one. His eyes closed forever. The assassins escaped before the police arrived. Minutes later, the police surrounded the building. But instead of helping Ethan, they pointed their guns at him. Drop the flash drive. Ethan looked around. Every officer was wearing the same black raven symbol hidden inside their badges. His blood ran cold. The organization wasn't hiding from the government. It had already become part of it. Ethan slipped into a hidden elevator just as the doors slammed shut. He looked at the flash drive in his hand. One file blinked on the screen. Project Phoenix. He clicked it. And what he saw made him whisper. This can't be real. The file opened. It wasn't just a list of names. It was Project Phoenix. A secret operation that had controlled judges, politicians, billionaires, and intelligence officers for over 20 years. Every person who refused to join disappeared. Every person who spoke the truth was framed. Ethan's name had been on the list since he was 18 years old. He had never been chosen because of something he did. He had been chosen because of who his father was. His father wasn't an ordinary man. He was the original founder of Black Raven. Years earlier, he had tried to destroy the organization from the inside. They murdered him. Then blamed it on an accident. Ethan finally understood. His family had been the target all along. Suddenly, a voice came from behind him. You finally know the truth. Ethan turned slowly. Standing in the shadows was the mysterious woman everyone believed had died years ago. His wife, Ava. She wasn't dead. She wasn't kidnapped. She had been an undercover federal agent the entire time. With tears in her eyes, she whispered, I'm sorry I lied to save your life. She handed Ethan a badge. This time we don't run. We finish it. Across the city, police sirens echoed as dozens of Black Raven leaders were arrested after the evidence from Project Phoenix was leaked to the world. The empire that had ruled from the shadows for decades collapsed in a single night. Months later, Ethan stood at his father's grave. He placed a Black Raven pin on the stone, then crushed it beneath his foot. The revenge isn't killing the people who destroyed your life. It's making sure they never destroy another life again.